There's a certain sigh of resignation in the way Lexus has updated the UX for 2026. The changes are real, but they're small enough that, in aggregate, they read more like gentle tinkering than a fresh chapter. Lexus press material for the 2026 UX mostly recycles last year's announcements while slipping in tiny tweaks: a new ultra-white paint replacing the previous white, a monotone caviar option for F-Sport trims, and standard auto-leveling headlights on some trims. The net effect is a model that's rolling into a new year with almost the same hardware, but a slightly different color palette and a modest price hike. That price lift is a headline worth calling out. Starting figures tick up by a couple of $100, low single hundreds across the range, which is not dramatic, but it's noticeable when the list of what's new is mostly paint and packaging tweaks. Lexus' own release seems to have bungled the timing. Elements it claimed were new for 2026, larger digital displays, revised switchgear, chrome trim, were actually introduced on the UX in 2025. In other words, the 2026 documentation reads like a refreshed edition of last year's brochure with the model year updated and little attention paid to accuracy. That sloppy copy editing matters because buyers and journalists pay attention to what's new, and if the changes are overstated, it erodes confidence. On the mechanical side, the UX remains essentially unchanged. The hybridized 2.0-liter four-cylinder powertrain returns, producing a combined output in the neighborhood of 196 horsepower. That package offers respectable economy-claimed combined figures in the low 40s miles per gallon range and enough pep to keep the UX competitive in its segment for drivers focused on efficiency rather than outright performance. All-wheel drive remains optional for buyers who want extra grip, but the UX's mission hasn't dramatically shifted. It's still a small, premium crossover aimed at buyers who favor comfort, refinement, and the unmistakable Lexus brand signature over cutting-edge dynamics. So why the tone of indifference? It's partly a reflection of where Lexus is focusing its development energy. Larger investments are likely being directed